Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please do consider subscribing, leave your comment down below, and give this a thumbs up.
You know what? Today we're episoded by our sponsor.
If you are a returning subscriber, hello. Many of you may be wondering what's up with my skin. See right here? Right here? That's just a shadow. See, there's nothing there. But right here, kind of right here, you can't really see it. And all through here, I didn't put any foundation. Oh, God. Oh, man. I didn't put any foundation on, any makeup on, because my skin is irritated. It's like really, really sensitive and red. And why am I down here? I'm having so many problems, you guys. That's issues with making this video. That's just the beginning. Okay, we're having fun already.
But I like what you
I can tell a lie.
You defended me though. You said I don't lie, I do exaggerate. Because I don't like to say like, oh, Ethan raped me. You know what I mean? No, trigger warning, maybe I shouldn't say that. But
Did you say Ethan raped me? Jason Nash allows himself to just get run over and manipulated and humiliated by David Dobrik. And this has been going on for a very long time. And so why they decided to air this out, even titled their podcast after David Dobrik and Jason Nash. And then
It's like the shit they say is not that funny.
no, like he said. No.
Because he's a bunch of unpaid. Because he's a bunch of unpaid. Because he's a bunch of. Because he's a bunch. Because he's a bunch. Because he's a. Because he's a. Because he's a bunch of. Because he's a bunch of un. Because he's a.
can I stop it? My birthday is tomorrow, and I was thinking, oh, you know, I want to get that Teddy Fresh jacket or a Teddy Fresh outfit. There's just so many things that I want. Her story changes again in this with the mental hospital.
And then they admitted to me in mental hospital. As soon as they came, I tried to run off the stretcher. David and Jason were both back there in the hallway to your side, and I'm like, why are you both fucking back here, David?
Wait, what? Well,
So
see, he wasn't filming, was he?
No.
They were out filming, but they weren't filming in the thing. So they were out filming. Jeff Winnick came, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I like, whatever. My makeup artist took me to the hospital.
You didn't want to see them, or what?
No, I did not want to see them. Jason was like, okay, I guess be back there because we were like kind of dating at the time. But it's just,
And I understand that. I understand that Trisha being in the hospital and having such an emotional breakdown, right? And she's in the hospital, and all of a sudden, you know, the people that actually, I didn't want to say sent her there, but, you know, wouldn't respect her and added to her being there, i.e. David Dobrik was actually there, that would upset me as well. And, you know, I remember when I had just something really similar to, I'm sure, the way she felt, is when my one of my dogs, Mr. Fu, passed, and I called a friend to meet me at the vet, you know, while I had to put Mr. Fu down. I just needed some, you know, someone to be with me. And she was like, oh, can I bring, you know, some other friend? And I'm like, well, yeah, but she's going to have to wait outside. This isn't a party. This isn't like, let's just bring your friends and watch Mr. Fu, my dog, and, you know, go to sleep and never wake up. And that's what I told her. I said, this isn't a party. I'm inviting you for something sacred, you know, and she's going to have to wait outside. And I did feel bad about that. But number one, I didn't invite her. Number two, I wasn't even that close with her. So I just felt that it was inappropriate for anyone to invite someone to something so sacred, like you asking someone, can you please bring a friend, or can you come over and, you know, comfort me while I put my dog to sleep? And then that person brings another friend. It doesn't work that way.
David got back there, I took out all my clothes and made a run for it outside the hospital, and they took me and they gave me, they sedated me, and then they told me I had to go to a mental hospital.
When you saw David, you just were like, I don't
I
want
freaked the fuck out because I was already in a panic, like in a state of panic, and like when I woke up, because I
That's another weird thing, you guys.
kind of like overdosed.
You're gonna wake up in a freak and a panic, and the first thing you're gonna do when you get angry at someone or where they're disrespecting you, what Trisha is talking about is she took all her clothes off and ran naked. She also did that and I think they talk about it actually in this Frenemies, where she got into you know, into a little disagreement with David Dobrik and Jason about this Tana situation at I believe it was David Dobrik's house, and she just completely took off her clothes just because. And Jason was so embarrassed. I remember that very, very clearly. But that's weird. That's a weird thing to do. Now, how many of, I mean, why? You know, these are some strange things. How many of us would get mad at someone else's house? It's not even your house. It's not even your boyfriend's house. It's someone else's house. You have an argument and you think about just taking off all your clothes and getting naked? What is that? Some sort of a visual punishment?
Him and I like fucking freaked out and I ran. So I tried to go out and thing. They strapped me down for the rest of the night. I'm like crying. Jason's sitting there. I'm like sobbing because they're like strapping me down like I'm fucking Hannibal, and or cannibal. And they didn't give me a tampon. Anyways, that was traumatic.
They gave her a tampon?
I don't believe you.
I think the
That's
thing
like
is,
so
I
wild.
called their friend, a really good friend of theirs, in their vlog out. Like he was dating a minor, and he was in the vlogs. And David asked about their sex life in the vlogs when she was 17, and like I called that out. And I think
Trisha really has this, passion for men not to date minors. And Ethan even corrects her in this when he's calling Brandon's actions of dating a 17-year-old and sleeping with a 17-year-old pedophilic behavior, because actually Ethan says that's not really that, and she has a problem with it. But it all comes from the things that we don't know, which is really interesting that we don't know, of Trisha's abuse when she was younger. She doesn't write about it in any of her books, because I have her books. Even the third one she wrote on Jason Nash, that one was the biggest disaster of all. I have that as well. But she never once has spoken about any sexual abuse other than from her mother, and not directly towards Trisha, but just by bringing men in and out. And Trisha, I guess, and maybe her sister too was there, I'm not sure, seeing all that, being witness to it, which is a form of sexual abuse. If you are a child and you're watching grown-ups, especially like your mom or your dad or somebody, in some kind of sexual act, that is sexual abuse. I mentioned this in another video, you guys. I had a really close friend, and in college, and her parents were professionals, and her dad had a den upstairs, and he always kept that door open. And my friend and her brother, and she had a sister, they told me the truth, that their dad would be off to porn and the door's open. And ever since they were little to teenagers and growing up, you would see the dad in there and the door was open. So that's sexual abuse. That's another weird thing that people do, that parents do. That's weird. Along with, some people saying that it's okay with them because that's how you grew up, to see your parents naked walking around, with your mom's boobs hanging and all that flashing and the father's dingling.
D'Angelo Wallace knew, he made a whole...
oh god.
You're friends with him now. You're anti-Shane, pro D'Angelo.
Anti-Shane doesn't mean I'm pro D'Angelo.
Well, anyway,
So see, here's another thing about Trisha. I'm sorry, you guys, but sometimes I get on a roll. Here's another thing about Trisha. Okay, so Trisha had an opinion about D'Angelo Wallace, and she, no matter what, Ethan has said to her to let her know that he is not the way she thinks D'Angelo is, that D'Angelo actually likes Trisha. No matter what is said, she still hasn't watched his videos. She still has not allowed herself the opportunity to think that she was wrong about him. So watch this. She's still hating on D'Angelo Wallace for nothing. Watch.
really good video about all these influencers who are spreading COVID, and it was a really great video, and I liked it a lot. He did it. He went there. Anyway, I don't trigger you. Why? You don't have to defend Shane anymore.
I'm not defending him, but that doesn't mean I'm pro
Why
D'Angelo.
don't you like D'Angelo?
Because I don't like that video he made about us on Frenemies, saying that you were exploiting my mental illness while he's doing the same thing.
But you didn't watch it, Trisha. You didn't watch the whole video. You don't know who he is. You don't know all the positive things he said about you, even though Ethan has tried to tell you over and over. It's not fair. It's not fair to D'Angelo that you hold something against him. Well, he's not going to pay attention to you. Trust me.
You can't speak on my behalf.
We're in it
I'm
together.
not pro D'Angelo. I am still anti D'Angelo.
Okay, all right. For the record. So let me show you this clip first of all before we get into all the David stuff.
It is impressive. He has not. This sounds shady, but I don't mean it shady. Like that, you can do that much research and put together such a piece. Like I didn't watch the full thing on Shane yet, but the expose, I was just like, how long did this take you? Like,
No, as far as commentary channels go, he's got to be one of the best. Like
He is the best. I would say D'Angelo Wallace is one of the best commentary channels out there. Shane is something else, though. We're going to get into him. You know what? Someone commented on my hair, and they were like, you know, why are you wearing that wig? And they didn't like it. And they're like, it was kind of like, you should just wear your... I think it was from a guy, too, but I'm not sure. It was just a couple of sentences, but it just really got to me because just one person, right? But the person said, you know, why are you wearing that wig? You know, it's still up there. I didn't take it down. Your natural hair looks better or something like that. And the thing is, I know that we all know what we're going through right now, especially if you just want to be careful with what's happening with COVID. And that's where I'm at. You guys, I just want to be careful. I really don't want to go out and get my hair colored right now. And that's what my hair needs. My hair's like 5 different colors right now, seriously. And the only time my hair looks good is like the day after I wash it. And that doesn't mean just because my hair looks good and it's the day after I've washed it that I'm filming a video that day, you know? And then after that, it doesn't really look good because it's like literally like 5 different colors, okay?
This fucking ring. You see that shit?
9 carats.
9 carats.
Rob you.
Why did she go 9 carats? 9 carats. Who are you talking to? Do you really believe that people do not understand? It doesn't matter if it's 20 carats. It doesn't matter, Trisha. What matters is the cut, the quality, the rating of the, is it GI, you guys? GI1, GI2. You know what I'm talking about? It's like I haven't done research on diamonds. I used to do research on diamonds all the time because, you know, because I had a couple diamond rings, but not like Trisha. And even if I did, my God, why does she go 9 carats? 9 carats? It's weird. Like, does she want something bad to happen to her? I mean, what is this? I feel, unfortunately, that by her doing this, she's going to cause something into her life bad, that something bad might happen to her, like what happened to Kim Kardashian or something. Because you know what, you guys, there's something wrong. You don't just go on. I can't get over that she did this right now. 9 carats, 9 carats. That 9 carat might be worth $5,000, Trisha. You don't know about diamonds, or you wouldn't be doing that. The carats is the least important thing about a diamond. The least important. With the Adam and Eve, the thing they talked about, the throat, about spraying something in your throat to numb it. It's weird.
Oh my God.
What is this?
It's very strange. You have to be careful. You guys be careful out there, what you do to yourselves and what you do to other people. You know, this thing that they're talking about,
in some form,
you
trying
know,
to suppress content that makes.
you know, that spray that they were talking about for Adam and Eve that you spray in your throat and it numbs your throat so you can get something. No, don't do that to yourself. That can be damaging. It's also very unnatural. Why would you want, I don't get it. That I don't get. I highly recommend that you do not try this because it's not necessary to hurt someone else like this for your own pleasure. That is really borderlining on, you know, that's not right, you guys. That is not right. To have or to suggest that your partner spray their throat with some numbing stuff from Adam and Eve, right? No, that's God. If some man asked me to do that, can you imagine someone asking me to do that? I would get so scared. I would be so scared that I would never see that person again. Like, I would think, wow, that person's really trying to hurt me? Whoa, No, don't do it. You guys, the that's what I have to put up with. Oh, I wonder why Moonlight Mason doesn't post a video sooner. Oh, it's because I either have one issue or another. Like right now, I'm having several issues, right? I am having some major issues with my internet connection and my face. I don't know what happened, but like I said in this video, there's nothing, I have no makeup on here. I can't put any makeup on here because my skin is so sensitive right now. And I think it's from eating too much citrus. This is what I think it's from. So anyways, you guys, I am just blabbing and blabbing. Anyways, so, I mean, I think instead of talking about David Dobrik and Jason so much and, rehashing everything, I just would like to talk more about Trisha's house. I would like to see more of her house, see some of the furniture that Moses is making for their house. I can think of a dozen more interesting things to do with the podcast than bring in David Dobrik and Jason Nash. Oh, and here's the thing, Trisha was talking about, they were just talking about their laugh and stuff. You guys remember how Trisha was laughing like Jason? Do you guys like my makeup? I do. I like my makeup today. I really like my makeup today. Do you? I'm really into makeup. That's what I do. Just stay home and put makeup on every day for the dogs. Because no one else sees me. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm doing this on the camera so people can see me. Okay.